guys, Dustin with Top Deck here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a hero deck profile. Now, this one you can build to go first or second. I have like 6 slots I choose, whether going first or second. Um, I kind of blind half and half in there so I don't have too many bricks just in case I don't win the die roll. But I'll let you know what those cards are right at the end of the main deck here. But overall, I mean, it can go first and it can go second, so which is nice. But without further ado, let's get into that profile. Now, I do have a hero deck already on my channel, but it was actually my first deck, so it needed some editing, and with it being my first, video, it was kind of cringy, so that's why I chose to, update it, because I really like the hero deck. It was one of my favorites, but going into it, playing Stratos at 3. I've seen people try to cut this card. I have no idea why. I mean, he's not a hard once per turn, and he's just, I mean, like, he's the Stratos of the deck, like everybody says anywhere else, and with their, with their quote-unquote normal summon of the deck. He's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. He can search your heroes and he can pop cards too as well. So really nice. Gotta have him at 3. I wish I'm trying to get my hands on a playset of the ultimate rares. They're really expensive. So continuing on with our elemental heroes, 2 Shadow Mist. She's really solid in the deck. You just don't need 3. She can help get your mass change, or she can get a search effect. So, but normally I think I'm a big fan of mass change, and I think it's important. I'm comboing to go get my mass change with her normally. So that's what I'm normally doing with her. So playing 2 of her is very important. Into some of our one-ups of elemental heroes, 1 Liquid Soldier, which is somewhat newer support. One here. So we've got the Honest Neos, and we've got Solid Soldier, and then Liquid Soldier as some one-ups to round off our elemental heroes. All staples of the deck. He can get you an extra summon out. He can boost up your heroes by 2,500, and Liquid Soldier can help you it can get draw power. It can get you fusion stuff to your hand. So he's really nice to have, and he allows us to oh boy, what's that guy there? Yeah, he allows us to go into absolute zero now, which is a big blowout card for heroes. So that's really nice. He was much needed. So that wraps it up for the elemental heroes. Let's get into the Vision Hero package. One of the next best cards of the deck is Varus. He gets your combos going. You don't want anything to happen to this one. So you really want to bait out negates first if you can, because you want this card to go through. This one goes through, I mean, you're good to go. I mean, the only problem Hero really has is Nibiru. And the fact that you can super poly off, your Plasma Dark Law, which kind of sucks. So, I mean, those are the 2 hinders of the deck. So, you want to try to protect that as much as possible. So you got to be conscious of, Nibiru and stuff like that. It's really one of the main ones. So, now you go into your Vion. Your Vion can, he can dump one, and then you can get polymerization with him too as well. So he's really nice. And then we're also having our 2 increase to wrap up the Vision heroes. So this is the one that you will summon off of Ferris, and then you pretty much sack a hero to special summon him out in the field, and then he'll bring out Vion. So really nice engine there, honestly. Now onto our Destiny heroes. Play the Unfortunate, only 2 of now. Malicious, he's just an extender is all he is, so gotta play 2 of him. Hopefully they just give us back the 3rd one. The really only reason they hit that is because other decks were abusing the crap out of that card. Now for some one-ofs, play one Plasma, and I play one Dynatag. I don't play any more than that. Honestly, I don't like I forget the other guy's name there, but I dropped him because I just didn't think it was necessary. This one turns on Dystopia, which is really what I care about, and this is the Monster Negate. So, I mean, it's just a walking skill drain just for your opponent's turn. This card is ridiculous. So, but yeah, these are definitely, I would say, close to must-haves in the deck. Definitely Plasma. This one, I mean, you can drop some of the Destiny package if you want. The deck will still work, but it just, you know, it helps a little bit. So, then to round off the monsters, really expensive card, a Dusted Gold. I haven't really checked the price tag on him lately, but I know I paid like at least 100, 110 bucks for my copy. So, really ridiculously priced card, but you need him if you're going to play heroes competitively. Bane is ridiculous, which is the other expensive part of that. But it just, you know what I mean, you've got to play him in the deck. So if you're playing it competitively, definitely invest in the card. So that'll wrap it out for the monsters. Let's get into the spells. Somewhat of a controversial card I've heard people talk about. Fusion Destiny. While it will lock you into only special summoning, I believe it was Dark. So that was the problem there, you know, and opening up a couple copies in your hand. So, I mean, I have thought about cutting it down to 2 copies, but I haven't done it, you know, because this can help you play around Nibiru if you just use this card and just, you know, you get out Dystopia and just kind of go that route. You know, you don't have to, you know, combo off and summon a whole bunch, but you know, this can give you a board just in by itself, so that's why it's really nice, and I'm still keeping it at 3. But I have seen builds, I believe it was Ruggles that built and dropped this Destiny package, you know, just to play a pure go and second break through the board, which works too, you know, that does work. So I just like to have it built where I can side in and out for going first and second. So because you want to take away going first, you know, away from Adamantimators and all these other big combo heavy decks, you know, that just put up so many negates. So you want to steal their, you know, going first when you can, because, you know, heroes can put up a pretty solid board going first. You know, Plasma and Dark Law, if you don't have the out, it's really hard to deal with. Mass Change, ridiculous card, love this. You know, I want to be seeing this card. I thought about even tossing a copy of Mass Change 2 in here just to, you know what I mean, see it in my hand a little bit more. But I'm not ready to go that route yet. But definitely got to be playing 3 Mass Change. I would not cut that card down, but that's my preference. I play 3 E-Call. And this card is another searcher. That's another thing this deck does so well. It's got so much searching and drawing and everything like that. I mean, this odds are you can always go full combo, usually quite often, just because of all the, you know, all the support the deck really has. So, but I would definitely play that at 3. I've seen other people cut it down. I don't personally agree with it. You know what I mean? Why would you cut down a searcher card in your deck? So, especially one as good as that. Now we play 1 Reinforcements of the Army and 1 Hero Lives. You know, staples of the deck. Hopefully this one comes back to 3. That would be really nice. But definitely staples of the deck, and also that just another searcher. So some of our more of our fusions. Miracle Fusion, Dark Calling, Polymerization. Sorry for the crappy one. Before I was just looking at it, I'm like, oh, I didn't put my other, you know, I have the secret rare version. I usually try to put out higher rarities than that. So, but yeah, these are all staples in the deck. So you got to be playing one of each of these. Okay, now we're down to the last 6 cards I said are the kind of the side out cards, but going, you know, if you're going completely first, I play Solemn Judgment at 3. Now, the reason I don't play Solemn Strike is because I wanted something to stop spells and traps too. you know, the big blowout cards. Because if you have plasma on the field, I'm not overly concerned about, you know, what monsters they're summoning right off the bat. So, because, you know, without their effects, they're almost about useless until they out it. So that's why I'm playing Judgment. 'Cause I don't like the fact that it's gonna, you know, you're really gonna, if you have to use it, you gotta sack 4,000 life points. Sucks, but you know, if you get back to your turn and live, I mean, heroes can more than not like OTK them. So that's why I'm playing Judgment, and then I also play a Pointer. You know, just for one, information is so powerful. So if you see their entire hand and you get to rip a card out of it, you know, you can get rid of a real problematic card out of their hand right away, and you get to see the advantage of what they're going to be playing or doing on that turn. So this is how this is what my deck would look like going first. Now, just throwing it out there, you know, if I know I'm going second, I'm putting in Dark Ruler No More, and I'm putting in Lightning Storm for back row removal and to turn off their monster negations. So I don't have them right here, honestly, but just letting you know, that's how I side in going second, just playing some going second cards. If you don't have Lightning Storm, because I know that one's really expensive, you know, you can try evenly matched, stuff like that. You know, there's plenty of other going second cards you can do, but that's how I side in and out to go first or second. So but that's it for the main deck, guys. Let's get into the extra deck. 1 mana of Evil Hero Monster, Malicious Bane. Arguably one of the best extra deck monsters this deck can produce. I mean, this card is ridiculous. It's a Rejeki, and you know, it's got protection as well. You know, so it's ridiculous. So you gotta definitely invest in this card. One of the second best, you know, going first option is Dark Law. This card is great too, easy to get into, you know, and it punishes your opponent for adding cards to their hand, and it banishes them, and then you can get one out of their, you know, banish one out of their hand if they do search one, and then anything that goes to the graveyard is banished. It's ridiculous. This card is just so good. I'm wanting to get the ultimate rare copies of these too. I mean, I'm working on trying to get you know, higher rarities for some of the extra deck monsters and Stratos. So going into more masked heroes, Acid. This one's great too, you know, just to banish all their back row. This card just got a reprint out of Tomb Chaos, which is really nice, you know, because this card was expensive. It's like, I think it was like 25 or 30 bucks for the copy for this one right here, the secret rare version. It was ridiculous, but thank God it did get a, you know, a reprint, because playing the hero deck, like, it gets really expensive, you know, when you're talking about cards like a Dusted Gold and Bane, and then this for a $30, you know, card. It was ridiculous. So thank God they're starting to reprint some of this stuff. So last of the masked hero, I play Blast. You know, I think he's a decent one to have in here. So there's definitely some extra spots that you can play around with, but for the most part, I think most hero players play some of the same ones in the same numbers. Some elemental heroes, play Sunrise. He's more of a newer support. He's really nice. And then playing the one Absolute Zero, and then I play Shining. Now I think there's really one spot in this extra deck that people tend to, you know, change into what they want, and that'd be this one right here. I just like to be able to get back banished cards back into my hand, get some more advantage back. So that's why I play him. But you can choose. But these two here, you know, Sunrise and Absolute Zero, you definitely got to be playing these guys. So that'll wrap it up for the elemental ones. Just a couple of the Destiny heroes, playing Dystopia, pretty standard, and I play Dangerous, you know, just to help dump, and he's just a, you know, he's a pop. So those two are pretty decent, honestly, in the deck. Wrap it up for the fusions. For OTK purposes, we play one Trinity. You know, he's really underrated in my opinion. You know, this card can just clear boards real easily, and you know, he can pump up his tech. He's ridiculous. So that is it for the fusions, guys. Onto the links. We play 2 Cross Crusader. This card's really good. I wish this would get a rarity bump, you know, because this card's really good. So he's one of your main link monsters you're using all the time. And then I play the 1 Wonder Driver. I helped this to get me mass change again, which is really nice. So I like this card. And then to wrap it up, the 1 Decimator. So he pushes for the OTKs. But guys, that's going to do it for the hero deck profile. Let me know what you guys think. I really like this deck in this format. I mean, it's really adaptive in my opinion, this the hero deck. Like I said, its biggest weaknesses is Nibiru. You know, in the fact that you're exposed to Super Poly going first. You know, with your Plasma Dark Law is the only problem, because, you know, it maybe wasn't such a big deal when, you know, people could just play Super Poly at 3, but, you know, now with Anaconda, they can go into it really easily and just clear your board that way. So that's why I like to have cards in here like Solemn Judgment, you know, and a pointer to help maybe stop stuff like that. But, you know, let me know what you guys think. Not sure what next deck profile I'm going to be putting out yet, but I will, I'll have it up in the next couple weeks or so. But, if you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.